Hello, welcome to MeepleCare. My name is Nicolas and today I would like to show you how to set up and play 10 to Leave. 10 to Leave is a game for 2 to 5 players, ages 8 and up, that plays in about 20 minutes. Now, before I teach you how to play the game, I would kindly ask you to hit the like and subscribe button.
We all hate mosquitoes, right? And especially when they buzz around your head while you are trying to get some sleep. In 10 to Leave, however, each player is in control of a number of mosquitoes and it's your goal to annoy Sleepkit as he is trying to sleep. You have to be careful though, because if Sleepkit wakes up, he might try and hit all those pesky mosquitoes with his hand or one of his special weapons. At that point, you want your mosquitoes to be the ones who fly away and escape through the open window. During the game, you will try to skillfully arrange your mosquitoes to dodge Sleepkit's attacks and escape. Because if one or more of your mosquitoes get squashed, you will have to place them in front of you. At the end of the game, the player with the lowest total number on all the dead mosquitoes in front of them will be the winner of the game. Now, before I explain how to play 10 to Leave, let's start by setting up the game and taking a look at all the components that you can find in the box. In the box, there are 5 decks of 10 mosquito cards. Each deck has a different color. At the start of the game, each player chooses a colored deck to use during the game. Looking at your deck of cards, you will see that each card has a number between 1 and 6. The amount of cards of each number is the same for all players. If you look closer, you will also notice that the 2 cards with the number 3, the 2 cards with the number 4 and one of the cards with the number 5 have a dot underneath the number. If you turn over a card with a dot, you will see that on the back of that card there is a symbol. All the cards with a dot have that same symbol on their back. However, for each other player, this symbol will be different. During the game, you will always play cards face down in rows next to Sleepkit. So if another player sees that you have played a card with your symbol, he knows that you have played either one of the 2 3s, one of the 2 4s, or one of the 2 5 cards. If you are playing a 2-player game, both players now remove one of the cards with the number 2. All players start the game with their complete deck of cards in their hand. Now place Sleepkit in the center of the table. At the start of the game, Sleepkit is enjoying a good night's rest. So for now, you can place this sleep face token on his picture. Each time when Sleepkit wakes up, you will remove this token. Let's take a look at what special weapons Sleepkit can use to defend himself when he wakes up. Lying around in his room, he can find a rolled up newspaper, a flip-flop, a slingshot, or an electric flycatcher. All of these 4 human defense tokens have the same back, and at the start of the game, you shuffle these tokens and you place them face down near Sleepkit, and then you reveal one of those tokens. If Sleepkit wakes up during this round, he might be able to use his flip-flop to kill some mosquitoes. To escape from Sleepkit's attacks, your mosquitoes are looking for the open window. Place this open window card off to the side, creating a safe area. With setup out of the way, let me show you how to play a game of 10 to Leave. Starting with the first player, you will take turns in a clockwise direction. On your turn, you must play one mosquito card face down to add to the right of an existing row of cards, or you can also choose to start a new row. If you look at the Sleepkit tile, you can see a number of dots on the tile. This is an indication of how many rows of cards you can have next to the tile. In a 2 or 3 player game, there can be 2 rows of cards. In a 4 or 5 player game, you can also add cards to a third row. Now, it's very important to know that in each row there can never be more than 4 mosquitoes. If all of the rows that you may use have 4 cards, SleepKit will automatically wake up, but more on that later. Before or after you have played a card, you may choose to perform one of 2 additional actions. You may take a peek at one of the cards on the table. This way you can see what value a card of your opponent has. Or you could also use this action if you forgot the value of one of your own mosquitoes in a row. Instead of peeking at a card, you can use your additional action to move the card at the front of a row to the back of the same row. A special situation occurs when there are at least 2 mosquitoes in each row. From then on, when it's your turn, you can choose not to perform any of the 2 additional actions, but instead you can choose to wake up SleepKit. However, if you want to wake up SleepKit, you can only do this before you play your card for the turn. When you wake up SleepKit, you remove the sleep phase marker from the SleepKit tile and you place it in front of you. This is not only a reminder to show you that SleepKit is now awake, but the player who has the token in front of him will also play the next card after SleepKit goes back to sleep. If players don't choose to wake up SleepKit, he will always automatically wake up when all of the rows around him contain exactly 4 cards. This will happen at the end of a player's turn by placing a 4th card in a row. So now you would place the sleep phase marker in front of the next player in turn order because he or she will play a card after resolving SleepKit's attack. Whenever SleepKit wakes up, he begins his attack on the mosquitoes. Let's see how this works. Each row is attacked individually. To perform SleepKit's attack, and let's start with this row, you will flip cards face up one by one, starting with the card closest to SleepKit. You stop flipping cards when the total value of the face-up cards has reached or exceeds 10. Or whenever, like here in this row, there are no more cards to flip and you have not yet reached 10. This player aid card helps you to remind you of this rule. We then have another player aid card to show us what happens exactly after turning this card's face up. If the revealed total is lower than 10, SleepKit will attack the row of mosquitoes with his hand and kill the mosquito card with the highest value. So, in this case, this would be the red 4. Each time when a mosquito is killed, you place it face up in front of its owner. Remember that at the end of the game, you want to be the player with the lowest total number on the mosquito cards in front of you to win the game. Mosquitoes that escape are placed next to the open window in the safe zone. If there are multiple cards with the highest value, all of them will be killed. So we would place the blue 4 in front of the blue player and the red 4 in front of the red player. If the revealed total is equal to 10, it's a swing and miss for SleepKit and it's 10 to leave time. So you can place all the mosquitoes in that row in the safe zone near the open window. If, however, the total number on the revealed cards is greater than 10, SleepKit will use the revealed weapon to attack. Each of these weapons show you a few Roman numerals. These are the positions in the row that SleepKit will attack. For example, this flip-flop was revealed, so he would now kill the mosquito in position 1 and 2, placing the red mosquito in front of the red player, the green mosquito in front of the green player, and this mosquito would escape, so again you can place it next to the open window. If after SleepKit's attack there are still face down cards in a row, You would now place them in the first position of that row. After performing Sleepkit's attack, you start a new round. You flip over the human defense token that Sleepkit just used, you shuffle the tokens, and you reveal a new one. The player with the sleep phase marker in front of him returns it to the Sleepkit tile and proceeds by taking his turn to play a card and choose to perform an additional action. Once all players have played all their cards, the game ends and Sleepkit wakes up to start the day by killing some mosquitoes one last time. Because of the lack of sleep, Sleepkit has now turned into Angry Kit. He hits and kills all remaining mosquitoes except if a mosquito is the only one in a row. That mosquito will escape. To perform this final attack, you just flip all remaining cards face up. If there's only one mosquito in a row, he escapes through the open window, but all other mosquitoes are killed. So you then place those mosquitoes in front of their owners. To know the winner of the game, each player now adds up the numbers on all the mosquito cards in front of them. Since these mosquitoes couldn't escape and were killed by Sleepkit, you can consider these points to be penalty points. So, the player with the fewest penalty points is the winner of the game.
This is all you need to know to set up and play Tend to Leave. If you like this video, please click the subscribe button, and you can always follow MeepleCare on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. This was MeepleCare, taking care of your Meeple needs.